Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the 10th episode of Philosopher's Grandson. Previous episode, we had some more training and also Sicily and Shin making things even more so official, like with the engagement and all of that. Now, it wasn't the wedding, but it was like an engagement party, so I'm assuming at some point we will see the wedding as well. I don't know if that's going to be like at the end of this season or what, but I was saying like these last couple episodes have to get more serious. I would imagine like Oliver coming back to the forefront and things of that nature because we've had like 3 or 4 episodes now spent on really just training and Sicily and Shin moments, which it's been good. Like it's been fun, but I really want to see the story start to go into like a more serious or like you know what I'm saying, like go into a different route, especially after we've been spending so much time on those things. Which training is important, don't get me wrong, but this is one core show, at least right now as it stands. I could see it getting another season, like I said in the previous episode as well, but I do want to see it start to kind of go somewhere. You know what I'm saying in terms of like the villain and the story progression and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how they end off the season with these last couple episodes. Though we're gonna see what we got with this episode. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna hop into it in three, two, one, play. Oh, so they're all having a blast with the flying. Oh, nice shot there of Yuri. They know what they're doing. Yeah, the floating magic which was a new kind of thing Shin was experimenting with, and they got it down apparently. Look at them all just floating out there. Oh, okay. She don't care. Look at her. She's like, what? Like, come on, you're like young, and they're all like older. So August has the some kind of a ceremony coming up. All right. So it looks like right now we got more more trading, more messing around with the which all these things I cannot wait to see when they actually do get more into like more serious matters and the big problem at hand being Oliver, right? And not just Oliver, but who Oliver has, what he's been doing and who he has around him, what he's the kind of monsters he's created essentially. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to see them show off these kinds of things, all the things they've learned and how they've got better and the flying magic and stuff. Although Shin has a big part in that. See, I just don't want him to pull something where like I think that I'm not really worried. I think they'll have their shine once that happens, but I just don't want like Shin to I don't want for them to pretty much be not useful or do nothing, and then Shin just kind of steals it away. And you know what I'm saying? Like I hope they actually give the characters their shine in the big moments after all this training they've been going through. That's pretty much where I'm getting at. Here we go. There's Oliver. The last town has fallen. So the last town in the Empire. Done. Really riding off the emotions of the commoners, yeah. Oh yeah, well yeah. What drives them to such lengths? We don't really know. We haven't really went into that all fully. Huh? What? I was like, okay, now that I've went through and all these towns have been dealt with and these people have been turned into demonoids and whatnot, and I've overthrown the empire. Okay, I'm done. I'm bored. With it. Nothing else to do now. At least that's how he sounds right now. Oh, are they gonna go more into it? I would like to hear it. 2 years ago. Okay, so it seems pretty normal, pretty pretty good here at least, right? So he liked that lifestyle the way, which I mean I like that. That's how it should be. Kingdom. Okay. This was his wife. She has a kid and everything. Is this his kid? I'm assuming so. Yeah, yeah. So they like all oppose this kind of thinking or this kind of philosophy, I guess that Oliver had or what he wanted for the commoners. That's so he just had like a big target on his back. I mean, he has like no idea. She's questioning like why so suddenly. It's weird. It's so suddenly that this is happening. She's being kind of the voice of reason, or kind of like thinking this through with him. Eh, she's kind of thinking about this logically, honestly, or like questioning it logically. But Oliver's not. It's how I see. He's not really thinking about the potential. Yeah, Oliver's like all smiles and all like this is gonna go good, kind of mindset. But so they start spreading these false, fake ass rumors, and so they turn the commoners literally against him. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, he was just doing this to take advantage of us," kind of. How many times do we see this in anime, or just in general? Like, not even just in anime, but in the real world, this like scumbag kind of like higher ups and royalty and all that BS. All is set up. Oh, so they're gonna come to his house, and they're probably gonna like he's not even here right now. It's just his wife, and she's pregnant too. What the fuck, man? Jeez. Jeez. Oliver's gonna be like, "What? What are you talking about?" Right. Poor, feel so bad for these civilians though because they've been manipulated and led to believe this by the other members of royalty and whatnot. Oh shit. The Emperor. So what, after this point, his character just did a complete 180. They're just civilians though. Yeah, going and burning down someone's house and killing and whatnot. Obviously, you shouldn't do that, but because if he was all about the civilians and the commoners and all of that, and then by doing this, by going out off like this, he's harming, killing innocent civilians and commoners, and that's just not a, who he is. Jeez. His own wife too. Like, wow, that freaking thing made my light go out. This blast made my light go out. Holy fuck. So this is the kind of power that I mean we've saw bits and pieces of Oliver's power and all that, but this is like unlike anything we saw from him so far. Like this is the kind of power that he has built up. See, I don't know about all that now, cause he was so about the commoners and so about now after that he's like I'll destroy everything, even the commoners. Like I don't know, man. But do you like? It doesn't even seem like he feels like sad. He's like, okay, I get did this, overthrow the empire. Now, I'm bored. Like, right, he didn't really get anything out of it, or there's Kingdom of Swede. The perfect next objective for him. Hmm. I figured we'd have a rematch between the two of them. Oh, is this August? Yeah, definitely. My boy's shining. He looks like a prince. He is a prince. The crowning ceremony. Oh, you know he will. Oh, already made that they made that move that quickly. I mean, that is really important. Like, right, right. No time to waste. No time to like. As soon as you know, report. If you hold it off, like, okay, let me hold this off until the ceremony's over. Then, right, it could already be too late before they, because now they can just go straight there. Look how August is. I'm not surprised how he's handling this. This is August we're talking about. Hey, look at our boys are in front of all the people. we, we, yeah. Well, that's what they wanted, and they're definitely heading there. Oh. A name for our team. Oh, this should be good. On the spot, just a, here it is. Ultimate magic. Woo! The ultimate magicians. it's basic. It's all right. The ultimate magicians. We're the ultimate magic group. The ultimate, like, it took him that, like, to think of that. He was just kind of like, fuck it. I guess we'll go with this. I can't think of anything else, so we'll go with this. Gonna show off a little bit too. Yo, look at the map. Yo, this looks the same as like Konosuba and Shield Hero, and that's funny because that's I just saw that on Twitter earlier. Like someone put a picture of all three of them side by side by side, and they literally almost all look identical. Like, what's up with that? Um, so that was a nice way to leave it off there at the end. Big chunk of this episode, though, focused on Oliver and his past with the Empire and where it really stems from. His, how he is towards the Empire and wanting to take them over and all of that. So good that they went into that. It's nothing really unique or anything new in terms of like a villain's motivation or where it comes from. We've had many things like this in anime with villains, so it's pretty cliche, right? It's nothing like right. It's nothing too big. Really, just I mean, they spread rumors about him. They felt that they were kind of their positions or their like standings were in danger of being taken over by Oliver. They couldn't stand that. They also couldn't stand they can't stand the commoners, so they couldn't stand someone who was for the commoners, and which I respected that from Oliver, right? That he wanted to be like that with the commoners and how he was inspired by that from the kingdom, right? But for his character to do a complete 180 about like that, especially how he was about the commoners, like wanting to help the commoners and be involved with them and all of that. And then at the end we saw him. He's like, I want to destroy everything. I don't care if it's the commoners. I don't care if it's whoever. Like anyone who stands in my way, they're getting destroyed. Like I don't really get all that, but I mean his wife was being the one of like imagine if he wouldn't have left. right? Like she was kind of being the voice of reason there, and Oliver was like, "Hey, I'm strong. I got my magic. I'm good." And then he just went off anyway. So imagine if he would have stayed behind, right? Imagine if he would have stayed there. Probably none of that would have happened. But he had a huge target on his back, which doesn't. I can't really I can't really blame Oliver. I mean, you can't really blame the civilians either. Although it is their actions, right? Like they're going off and torching someone's house, but really they were all manipulated by those other higher ups. So it's kind of a weird situation, you know. So I noticed that too. Most of these guys series have the same city layout. Yeah, like really, they do. Like it looks more closer to Konosuba's, I would say. I actually gotta pull up that picture again, but it looks very similar to the way Konosuba's world is like laid out or whatever the city's laid out, and then it looks similar to Shield Hero too, but really they love doing that, I guess. I wonder what made him do the experiment on the guy Shin killed. What was the reasoning for him coming to the coming to the kingdom? I don't know if it's maybe to obviously he was like testing out or messing with just being able to turn people into demonoids. So maybe if I don't know if it was wanting to test that out and try it on some stronger or get a good feel on how like these things would go up against stronger people. I don't know really what it was honestly. Um, because if he has that, if he was kind of awed and respected and liked the way the kingdom did things and how they treat their commoners, then you would think he wouldn't want to really go at it with the kingdom or really would or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you would think he would want to work with the kingdom to fix this shit with the empire. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. That's what I would think would happen, but that's not really the case at all now. So I don't know, man. But yeah, this was an okay episode. I would say nothing like too special in terms of Oliver's backstory, but I do like also the thing with August and him being crowned and just the name for the group, the Ultimate Magicians, is pretty meh. Like it's nothing too special. But Shin was kind of like we're the Ultimate Magic Study Group, and I can't think of anything else, so screw it. We're going with this, and now they're gonna be heading off and fighting some demonoids. It appears like. I forget what the place was called, but they're going there in the next episode. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode of Philosopher's Grandson. If you guys did enjoy the video, the stream, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.